Jewelry, by BDK, handmade magic in every hue, color in the beat, story in the line, art on your skin, let your spirit shine. Jewelry by BDK, bold, divine, crafted with love, one beat at a time. Wear your truth, let your style speak loud. This is jewelry by BDK. Stand strong, stand proud.
Well, hey family, happy Thursday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. I am going to use some of these beads. So I got these beads on sale at Hobby Lobby. And I was trying to think, now what can I do with these? I do want to make some earrings, but I don't want to make your typical pearl earrings, dangles, where you know, use a couple of them and da-da-da. So I was thinking I can use these with some of them, the aluminum wire. And then this is what I was thinking. We can make some earrings, but let's see. I don't know if this is going to come out like I think it's going to come out, but guess what? We're going to try it. And we're going to try it because aluminum wire is very flexible. It's real friendly. And I think this is like the perfect gauge to do what I'm thinking I can do with it. So I'm going to let me change my glasses. I got to put my other glasses on so I could see everything, okay? So I am going to make sure the ends are even, because we do want the wire to be the same size, and this is about the same size, but I'm going to clip the end right here. Okay, so now I'm going to, oops, I'm going to put them together. And I might have cut too much wire, but we'll see. I'm going to put the ends together. And we're going to round the ends up like this. And I like to do them together like that. Then that way they basically come out the same. So this is what I was thinking. I can even put a charm on the end of this. So I was thinking, let's start with, what color do I want to use? Let's go with this pretty color right here. These got a nice big hole in them. Okay, so I want to do one bead. And I was thinking, because the wire is so flexible, I want to tie a knot with it. So I'm just take it around like I'm actually tying a knot. And then what will happen with this is we will get some type of wire design when we tie the knot, right? And then these could just be really cool dangles. And remember, I want to make something that is not like your normal that you would make with these. Because usually when we use them, I know like for me, I will usually make like a little dangle, you know, 3 bead, 2 bead, maybe 1 bead and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, but what else can I do with these? So I'm basically just tying a knot. So I'm going to take it around, wrap that wire, bring it through like that. And I'm sure they will both probably be a little different, but who really cares, right? As long as they look about the same, okay? See if I can get it a little bit tighter. Okay. So that looks like that. And then I am going to put another bead simple and easy, but very unique earrings, right? And then we'll do one more. Put that wire through. And that's the good thing about this aluminum wire. It's very flexible. It's easy. Very friendly wire. Okay, so. And then I'll straighten that out. And then you can see we can, and the top to close it off, you know how I like to do my closure, so just wrap it like this. This can easily be where you cut the wire, boom, foul it down really good, and then this part goes into the ear, right? And it does not have to have the little close off part like what I'm doing right here. But I'm going to do this because I want to see. And then we'll take this up, bring that around one more time, cut that wire, and then go ahead and close it into there. And let's see. So if we put, these are really easy. Easy and very different. So we'll put that one there. Make sure we close it down. How cute is that, right? That's just a really cute earring. So we can also, let me see. Remember I said I had these butterflies that I got from Hobby Lobby? I kind of like them like this too, just, and also, you know what I'm going to try? Hold on a second. Let me do the other one. So this is really cute for earrings. So let's try the other one. I was thinking about putting a charm on it, but I'm not going to put a charm. So we got the end of this one already rolled up. And we're going to go ahead and bead this like that. And all I'm doing is like I'm tying a knot. Taking that around my finger, wrapping that like you tie a knot, and then put the wire through. How cool is this, right? Just basically tying a knot with some wire. So we want to do that. Straighten that wire up. And if you wanted to give the earrings a little bit more weight, you can put a charm at the bottom. Because right now they're very lightweight, easy earrings. So we got that like that. And then I'm going to just go ahead and pinch it like I'm going to tie a knot. Wrap that wire around like that. Take the wire, pull it through like I'm tying a knot. Like that. Pull that wire up. And they're not going to be perfect, you know, in size, but as long as they look the same, you know, that's good stuff. So far, so good. And then we are going to do a third one. Put that one on there. We are going to go ahead and wrap that wire around like we're tying a knot. Bring it back through. Bring it through. Try to get it close down there. Straighten the wire out. And that's the thing, this aluminum wire is pretty cool. So let's see if we can get it pretty much even. And to me, it looks pretty even. So I'm going to straighten the wire out. And I'm going to take it and fold it. And then wrap that wire around there a couple of times. One, and then bring it back up. And then go ahead and cut it about right there. Go ahead and close that wire in like that. Turn it around. And I think I'm gonna wear these. These are really cool. Easy, simple, all of what, 10 minutes to make. Okay. Oh, that is really cool. Look at that. Just a really cool pair of aluminum wire earrings. And they can be done in all different colors. So I'm going to do a couple more colors. I really like these. Oh my God, how cool is that, right? Just tying it in knots. And I think because this is that way, I want to turn it that way. So let me see. I'm going to take the hook off and turn it around. Put it this way. And then close it back on nice and tight. Okay, and then there we go. Right? How cool is that? I really like these. And again, you can put some type of charm on the end, or you can put a jump ring on the end to give it a little bit more weight, or even, you know, make them look a little cuter than what they are. I hate when I gotta fight with the bags. Usually I got a little technique where I can just do it like this and it'll open. So for some reason I don't want to open at all today. Let's see. Because you can just use the wires, the jump rings. Put a jump ring in the end, add a little extra to it. That's one. So then, once you make them, it's basically you can start to dress them up. So dress them up in the sense of adding charms at the bottom, jump rings at the bottom. I could even see like seed beads being added like kind of here, or even another bead like in different colors. So I'm gonna do another pair, but we're gonna use different colors because I really like these. I think these are really cute. So we are gonna make another pair. Probably don't need as much wire, but I would always rather have more wire than not enough wire. That's just me. I know sometimes it might seem wasteful, but I would always rather have more than less, because if you got less and something gets messed up, you got to start from scratch. If you have more and you mess something up, you have a little bit of room to like cut wire off and do certain things. And then we end up like this, close together. And this time we're just going to use different colors. And I think I want to go with this purplish color. And let's make the circles, you know, like the knot a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can, like just a little bigger. So we'll do it like this, just a little bigger to see what we get. like that. And then let's do this pretty green. Like a nice big circle, or knot, nice big knot. Put it through there. The knot. So then we have pretty big with the bigger holes. But then as I look at it, how can I put like a different, I could do a different color, but let's see with this one, that one, let's do the gray. Put that one. We do two. I got two on there. I'm gonna take off one though, and then we'll just stick with, so like a nice big knot. And see, that gives us just enough wire to just enough wire. That is really cool, right? Just enough wire to close off. So we could put a bead right here, and then have it right here at the top maybe. And then go ahead and close it off. You can do that, and then straighten this up. We need to cut just a little bit so we can close it down. It meaning the wire down here. I'll turn that a little bit. And then this is going to be the next one. And then what we can do, I got some things up here, some charms. Open that a little bit. Put the charm on there. And then close it. And you do have to be careful with the aluminum wire because it'll scratch and start looking ugly. You know how it gets. Okay, and then I'll put our hook on here. And I could already feel just a little bit more weight from the charm, and that's good. So it's a nice long earring. And that's the thing too, you can manipulate the wire to have it hang any way you really want it to hang, right? So let's do the other one. I like these. You know what? I'm gonna make a lot more of these too, and these are gonna be, we're gonna do that, and then we have our second one. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bead on here. And you can see how easy these are, and you can make a bunch of these in a matter of nothing. If you got an event coming up and you need some really cool earrings, just some quick stuff that's inexpensive to make, grab you some aluminum wire and them cheap beads from Amazon, or because I think you might get what, thousands of them. I don't know how many, maybe 1,500 or something from Amazon, you know, for $6 or something. And you can make these real easy, and you get so much aluminum to where it just makes sense. And all we doing is tying a knot. We're gonna throw a bead on here. We're gonna tie a knot. We're gonna try to make us a nice circle. And try to make them look exactly alike the best that we can. And then go ahead and make a bunch of these babies. If it makes sense for you. If it don't make sense for you, you don't like them, hey, But a lot of times when you out there selling, you just need some nice little something that pulls, attention to your table. And generally different and quality is what pulls people to your table. So if it's different, it's quality, people come. Close that down. Just got to have the quality, and you got to have something different. And I say that all the time. You can't have the same thing that everybody else is selling. So let's put this right here. These are really cute. And then I'm going to take the back, fold it down like that. Go ahead and wrap that wire around just a couple of times. I'm going to straighten this up. We need to cut a little bit of this off so we can tuck. Go ahead and, tuck that wire. And you got to be careful with aluminum because it'll scar once you scratch it. Okay, so we got that. These are really cool. I like these. And then once you put that a charm on them, it just gives them a little bit more weight. But without a charm, they're very lightweight, which is good stuff because a lot of people don't want nothing real heavy in their ears, so that's okay. And then we have another. Open this up a little bit. Put the charm on here. Go ahead and close it back down. And then we got another pair of these aluminum wire, basically knot earrings, okay? These are really cute. Okay, there we go. Right? What you guys think? How cool is that? Like really, really nice. I think they're nice. You guys let me know what you think. So you can see how easy they are. And I'm using 15 gauge aluminum wire. So that's the 15 gauge. And I can see right here where I didn't take the knot down all the way. And that's still cool. No biggie. They still look the same. Let me see if I can. They still look the same, so handmade is never perfect. But I like that. You guys let me know what you think. So easy aluminum, 15 gauge aluminum wire. These are 8mm beads that I got at Hobby. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby, and I got them on sale, so they were pretty cheap. Thought the price might be on here, but they were pretty cheap, and you can see all these beads, right? And that's why I bought them, because there was so many of them for the price. And I was like, well, what can I do with these? So it took me a minute to figure out, and I did use some of them to do something else. But I was like, well, what can I do with these? So this is the other little small pair. And then this is this pair. So these are real cool.